What's going on, y'all? Jerome Smedley, MMFY, make Monday fear you. Whew. I needed a break last week, y'all, but I'm back. I hope everybody is having a good start to 2024, and I hope everything is coming together for you. And if not, just keep going. I promise you it's going to get better. So I touched on the three things I wanted to gain back this year, and I hope it blessed you because trust me, I'm really working towards it. But I don't think I touched on how I want to make those happen. So let's just talk about taking it back in 2024. So the first thing I said I wanted to take back in 2024 was my voice. Oh my God. It irritates me more than anything I can describe right now about this whole thing of trying to play small and not hurt nobody's feelings and not try to, antagonize, so to speak. But the truth of the matter is I'm tired. I'm tired of playing small. I'm tired of keeping my head low and letting too many good things pass me by. No, I want what I want in 2024. My family wants what it wants in 2024, and enough is enough. So I'm not playing small this year, and I pray you don't either. So 2024, we're taking back our voice. So how are we going to do that? We're going to do that in three ways. Number one, the first way we're going to take back our voice is to take an honest assessment of who we are. In other words, fall back for a minute and truly just be honest with yourself. Why is taking your voice back so important? How long have you been playing small? How long have you let mediocre, non-talented, non-skilled, non-caring people pass you by while you just afraid to hurt feelings or ruffle feathers? No. Just this year. Come on. This year, we're going to take our voice back. So the first thing we're going to do is take an honest assessment of who we are, whose we are, and why we want this so bad. Honest assessment. Number two, we're going to set goals this year on where we want to take our voice back. Do we want to take our voice back at home? Do we want to take our voice back at school? Do we want to take our voice back at work? Do we want to take our voice back with our circles? Where do we really need our voice to be back at? Now, for me, it's definitely work. I love what I do as a photographer. I love traveling all over and shooting some of the most amazing people all over the place. However, what I really have been doing lately is I'm always cheerleading my other photographers and everything, and I'm playing my accomplishments like they're small, and they are not small at all. I work with some of the most incredible human beings on the planet, and I am very grateful to be working with each and every one of them, and I don't want to just be humble about it, to be honest. It's one thing to be boastful, but it's another thing just to be grateful. And there is a significant difference between boastful and grateful. And I want to be vocal about how grateful I am of all the amazing people I get to work with. So your accomplishments are important, but so are mine. And that's the thing you need to relay to people around you. That yes, I'm glad you got your opportunities and everything else, but my opportunities are important too. And it's okay to say that my accomplishments, my feelings, the things I go through are important too. Number three, recognize one thing. That taking your voice back does not mean you need to be the loudest, most boastful one in the room. No. Because as the great philosopher Frank Lucas once said, the loudest one in the room is the weakest. No. You just have to just speak up when it's your time. And trust, you're going to know when your time is. And if there is no time, we going to make the time. The bottom line is that you have amazing ideas, you have amazing passions, and you have amazing accomplishments, and they need to be heard. And I know that you've been wanting to talk about it, but at the same time, you're afraid to. Mainly because sometimes, when we start talking about all the good things that's going on, that's when all the bad things start to show up. And I understand that feeling more than you realize. But just for this year, speak up. Talk about how great it was to do that project. Talk about how great it was to make an A on the assignment. Talk about how great it was that you got to work with this person or that person, or you got this opportunity or that opportunity. Talk about your family, how great your people are. Talk about the fact that even if you don't have a strong family connection, talk about how great it was that in spite of that you survived, that you thrive, and now you are on your way to success. It's okay. Take your voice back. You don't have to be the loudest. You just have to speak up. And you deserve it. You've earned it. I'm going to keep saying this all throughout 2024, but I love you. And you deserve to love you too. And you deserve to speak up. All right. So we're going to take our voices back in 2024, and we're going to talk about some other things we're taking back in 2024 coming up. Until then, Jerome, Smedley, MMFY, make Monday fear you because you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you know this. You have a great week, and I'll see you next week.